This ceremony some days ago was motivated by an intention. I've seen other dimensions. I have felt them vague, dreamy, out of consciousness, some kind of translucent, setting a microscopic sensation of knowing over my whole body. So this experience, this ceremony, this event that I had the other night, afternoon actually, evening afternoon, is connected to two other instances, two other moments in my life in which I had some type of connection with another dimension. The one after the Vipassana, 3 days, and then the 4 days at home, cleaning my apartment floor with a toothbrush, breathing for hours and hours, and then smoking that joint after those 7 days, and flying and feeling what I always felt before with LSD, a complete story of a hollow surgical trip, a journey into another dimension of beings. On this particular 7th day, through my ejaculation, could connect and deliver some kind of nectar of life from which they would extract something very important for them. I still see them looking at me from far away, like in a Renaissance fresco on the pillars of Castelnuovo in Tuscany. And it is also connected, this second story, with the LSD trip, liquid acid in Goa, with another 5 companions, 3 women and 2 men, organized at the top of a hill in Goa. Beautiful house surrounded by gardens, a DJ, music. I took a lot of it twice, and the first half hour was surprisingly new and very strong. I went into another dimension for a good 10 minutes or so, felt good about it, but then the pain started to happen. Very strong pain in my abdomen, right in the place where it always hurts. Enormous energy was there, like 1,000 volcanoes. It was horrible. It was painful. I left the main salon where the DJ was. The other 5 got into their own trips, and I went into the bathroom. There I spent probably 2 or 3 hours in it, a horrible trip of dying and pain, of disintegration. My ego died. I felt every bone in history, ashes and nothing, turned into nothing, nothingness. I was nothing. The story was just fabricated. It was a lie. I did not exist. I was nothing. A couple of times somebody tried to come into the bathroom. They looked at me, saw my eyes, and then turned back and said, okay, let me know if I can do something for you. Just ask, yes, go, I would reply. And then there was a moment when I felt that those 5 companions were trying to poison me, that they had given me some kind of poison. So I decided to open the door of the bathroom and go outside to escape. Slowly, I was crawling through the floor, and as I was crawling through the floor, they saw me and they called me. And then all of a sudden, things were changing. I went out of that horrible trip and I saw blue lights and fantastic human beings dancing with me. Some of them looked a little bit Halloween, like from a 19th century English castle in the winds of the nights, searching for darkness, Lovecraftian, and their fingers were made of smoke. And then I saw that my life went into one scale of an enormous snake flying in the wind. Colorful snake, enormous. And my life had been just one little microscopic scale from the skin of the snake. And then it went. And that was life, constant moving, being part of an amazing movement of life. We have this illusion that we don't move, but we are constantly moving at enormous speed. In that time, I felt life, that there was another dimension in which things are happening. This life we live in, this world, it's only a small part of a whole other thing, a whole other being. And I know that I am seeing these things because I am using my human imagination for this. But this is not really what's going on. What's going on is something else that the other dimensions can see, and they watch me now. And so this is the thing which I feel somehow related to the gift, somehow vaguely perhaps, but also very importantly. Precisely because of this painful chronic pain, I also have these moments of connection with that other place, away from time and space somehow. My pain is a gift. I have to feel this, and I have been given time to find a way to deal with it in a dignified fashion. And it is clear that this is good, that I'm doing well, that I'm on the right path. I've been told by those spirits in another dimension that when I die, my spirit is going to join back there with them, as this life of mine has been a sort of necessary game to bring joy. To be that spirit to colorful leaves of tulips, enormous, dancing vertically in space to the heavens, colors like apricot and vanilla, bashing in the rain, enormous, vertically mixing with each other like a wind of gigantic tulips, vertically inverted. The gift allows for the thousands of connections I've had in my life and the goodness that I have given. I have been given the opportunity to feel and to bring joy, brightness, and intelligence, and to be able to help others go through obstacles and achieve goals and also personal achievements of using our energy, knowing our strength, and realizing that the mind can find good strategies for certain moments. To live is almost like act. Everything we do is acting in one way, mostly unconscious acting. The continuation of this experience is that certainty of a mission, a closing of a circle, is like an incomplete synapse, like a missing part of a flower. At the same time, in that experience, there have also been electric shocks coming from realizations. Every moment I realized something, it gave me an electric shock. My body would move as if touched by a current of touching truth, trust and truth, trust and truth.